What is up, my beautiful Sagittarius gemstones? It's your girl Gemma Jade, and welcome to MoonBearOracle. What I'm trying to do with this channel is once a month and eventually once a week intuitive oracle readings for each sign. So I was going to go by the number of likes that each video got to determine the order that I did the cards in next month. Like the most likes would go first and the least amount of likes would go last. But because I wasn't able to release these videos all in the last week of January like I wanted to, and this is one of the last three, I'm probably just going to do it by number of views or just in a random order again until I get the channel kind of going in some kind of really great rhythm. Please subscribe if you haven't already. This is a new channel. I do something a little bit different with intuitive oracle reading. What I'll do is I call on spirit guides, angels, guardian angels, guardians, ancestors, deceased loved ones, any otherworldly attachments you may have, like extraterrestrial, earth angel, star seed, fairy, shapeshifter, any higher dimensional, higher elevational beings of love, light, and peace that want to come through for this message, the universe and the cosmos, okay? Communicating and connecting directly with source for this one. So I will read you what the book says, and then I will tell you what I'm getting intuitively. And also, I don't just pull a base reading, I clarify, and then I'll get a message from your angels and guides for you. And this is for the month of February 2022. So for your base spread, we're going to use Moonology Manifestations, and that's like Moonology Part 2. So this is not the regular Moonology deck, it's a new one. Really excited about it. We're going to clarify with the Magic of You. And then I'm going to get a message from your angels and guides for February 2022 with the Angels of Atlantis. Be sure and check out your sun, moon, and rising sign to get a fuller picture of what to expect in the month of February. I know by the time this is released, it's probably going to be around the end of the first week of February, and I am sorry for that. I had some family issues hold me up. And let's just get started. Stay tuned to the very end of this video if you want to find out where else you can find me. I have another channel on YouTube, and I do several live streams per week as well. Also, how to get a personal from me. There's one. All right. Can I have two more cards for Sagittarius, please? For the month of February 2022. Okay. So you got new moon in Taurus, know your worth. Full moon in Aries, cool your emotions, sorry. And full moon in Gemini, embrace the flow of life. All right, and let's just, again, jump right in here. New moon in Taurus. You're on the right track, but you need to go steadily. Knowing that you're worthy of your desires is crucial here. Opportunities open up when you believe in yourself. Dig deep and move past negative comments from others. No matter what happened in the past, if you're aiming to manifest something for the good of everyone concerned, you can do it. Good self-esteem will also boost your manifesting power, so love yourself more. Know your own worth, and others will too. Be true to your values. This card is an especially good sign for matters related to property, possession, sensuality, love, self-belief, and self-worth. Acknowledge and make a list of your best traits. If you find that hard to do, ask a friend to tell you what's great about you. Your manifestation affirmation, I deserve to manifest. And I feel like with this card, I feel like it's pretty positive. It's about believing in yourself, right? About having hope. And also, if you don't know how already, to learn how to manifest, because I really do personally believe in and use manifestation. Is that the right word? Practice the art, I guess, of manifestation, because it is kind of an art form. It's kind of hard to do if you don't believe in yourself, because you not only have to believe in yourself to manifest, you have to believe in the universe. You have to believe in life. You know, I feel like for the month of February, this card is telling me, and what I'm getting kind of from spirit is that you may be having some self-esteem or self-confidence, self-worth issues for whatever reason. We all go through those phases. I don't feel like it's a permanent thing for you. I've been telling every other sign that I felt like since December that January and February of this year were just going to be absolutely horrific energetically, just ew, gross, yuck. And then moving into March, April, May, come the springtime, things are going to be beautiful. And 2022 is really going to, the magic of 2022 is really going to start showing, right? It's really going to start happening for all signs. So Sagittarius, what I would say to you is don't let, first of all, anyone make you doubt yourself. I feel like you're dealing with enough self-doubt just from your own, from your own self. I'm a little nervous, and I don't know why, because I read publicly and privately all week long. I must do 50 to 60 public or private readings a week, but I think it's just the start of the new channel, so please bear with me. I feel like you're dealing with enough self-worth issues. You don't need other people coming in and making you feel like you can't do things. If there's someone around you that's giving you those kinds of vibes, or flat out, telling you that they don't believe in you, follow your heart, okay? Follow your heart, your intuition. I would not overthink things. The shadow phase of the retrograde comes after the 5th, depending on when I release this. I believe it is going to be after the 5th. And we're still in the shadow, though. Just because Mercury, goes back the right way doesn't mean we're out of the fire zone, so to speak, okay? Don't be in your head so much. I feel like you're really overthinking, which is kind of an uncommon trait for Sagittarius. You're usually pretty carefree and fun, and I feel like you're really thinking more of buckling down and putting effort into something that is really worth your while. And I feel like you really do believe it's worth your while. And I feel like the reason that you wanted to start whatever this journey is, whether it be career or a new relationship or starting a family or buying a home, whatever it is, that you really do believe in yourself. But I feel like it's other people that are more so than your own self. I feel like you are going to have, like I said, some self-confidence and self-worth issues, but I feel like you can easily overcome them. It's the other people. I want you to really try to steer clear of those types of negative people. Put up clear boundaries and stick to them. I can't be around you if you're going to do or say A, B, and C. Or if you're just going to be like that, then listen, I just can't be around you right now. Don't ever feel bad about defending your boundaries. I don't think you're going to have a problem with that. Sticking to the goal that you set, I feel like you might have a little bit of an issue because I feel like you could easily be talked out of it this month. Full moon in Aries, cool your emotions. Are you in the middle of an argument or perhaps in the mood to pick an argument? Surely not. Or are you being overly forward? This is a time of heated emotions and frayed tempers. Anger is better than despair, as Abraham Hicks taught us, because anger spurs us on to do something. But you may get better results if you master your emotions this month. Certainly avoid stirring the pot, or it could boil over. Cooling your emotions and being the peacemaker means you'll attract a more peaceful outcome. Seek a balance between you, and me. There's no point in pretending that you don't have intense feelings, as this blocks your manifesting powers. You need to work through your feelings by thinking of the people involved or forgiving yourself. Your manifestation affirmation: out of this, only good will come. And I feel like you are peacemaker, Sagittarius, depending really on, I always tell people sun, moon, rising, look at the rest of your chart, please, because we are not just our sun signs. Our relationships are not just our sun signs. So I feel like for the most part, though, Sagittarius suns really are peacemakers and do-gooder types. Yes, egotistical, narcissistic, yes, but sweetie poos nonetheless. And I feel like keeping your own emotions cool is going to be the issue this month, not being the peacemaker or mediator for other people. You're good at that. You're good at giving advice. You're good at being non-biased and seeing what the other person should do, or how the other person's thinking wrong. But I feel like there's going to be a specific situation. Maybe it's somebody telling you that you can't do something, that you shouldn't do something, that you're not, that you're worthless, whatever. There is some kind of chaotic codependent thing going on here. It doesn't have to be romantic, but I'm hoping to get more into that when we clarify. And I feel like either way, emotions are running high for you this month, Sagittarius, and you're really going to have to keep a lid on it, really and truly, because this, combined with even the know your worth, embracing the flow of life, the other two cards that you have here, I'm seeing a lot of conflict that could be avoided if you could just be the bigger person and walk away. I know that it takes a lot for most Sagittarius to really, again, depending on the rest of your astrology, but it takes a lot for most Sagittarius to really flip out. But once you guys do, I mean, it's kind of like, once Pisces decides that they're done and they get very vindictive and there's no stopping them, I feel like that's what happens with Sagittarius when they finally have had enough, and you'll stop at nothing. I feel like you cannot do that this month. No matter what, you have to kind of swallow your pride and be like, even if someone gets one over on you, so what? Okay, you know your worth. You're doing the right thing, and it's going to be a much better springtime for you if you can do this, because I feel like whatever's happening here in this situation that has you very, very emotional, and I'm feeling anger as the emotion. It's not like I'm feeling you're being sad or overly, whatever, any other emotion you could think of, overly excited or anxious. I'm getting anger from this card. And I didn't even realize that I should say that, right? Because it just says emotions. I automatically knew it was anger. I feel like something is going to come back to bite and haunt you, not just once, but over and over again. You're going to say something that you're definitely going to regret in the future. You're going to have to go through the whole thing of, you know, the ego and apologizing to this person, and they probably aren't going to accept it. I feel like you're really going to flip out. So really try to walk away. Okay, and keep mediating for others. I feel like it's going to give you a better kind of view on your own personal stuff as you look from the outside into helping other people. Full moon in Gemini, embrace the flow of life. Have you been fast talking lately, or is someone trying to fast talk you? Your best bet could simply be to keep quiet for a while. You or someone else in this situation needs some space. Taking a moment out of the constant carry-on will allow you to see what's going on. There's a tug of war between worrying about all of the details of how to solve your issue and taking a moment to get some more perspective. Let life flow. Gratitude will help. It's a good time to change your mind about someone or something. Strike a balance between talking rings around people and seeing what they have to teach you. It's important to accept where you are so you can move to where you want to be. Your manifestation affirmation: I share kind, loving words with the people in my life. Again, this is someone getting you very, very riled up, wound up, and angry. The overthinking that came in with the new moon in Taurus. And just know I'm talking about cards here. I'm not necessarily saying that a new moon in Taurus makes people overthink, okay? So for all you super astrology people, that's not what I'm saying. I'm focusing on the cards. So just want you guys to know that, okay? Embracing the flow of life means, you know, going with the flow, okay? Offering forgiveness, Sagittarius. I think that's going to be a big one this month. Definitely offering forgiveness, watching what you say, knowing that you are eventually going to be accountable if you don't keep your emotions cool. You're going to be accountable for what you say, and you are going to be regretting it. Go with the flow. Do not take any get-rich-quick scheme opportunities. Do not cut corners, okay? February is not the month for that, Sagittarius. You have to really put the work in for whatever you want, whether it be a relationship, starting a business, finding a job, you know, going to school, whatever it is, putting the most into your family, whatever it is, you really are going to have to do the work. This is not going to be a month for cutting corners. And, you know, you are a fast talker. Okay, most Sagittarius are fast talkers, but this month that is not going to serve you well. Manipulating people, not going to serve you well. And usually people do not manipulate you, but I do feel like there is someone who is kind of manipulating you this month, and I feel like you know they're doing it. You're kind of letting them. You're like, yeah, I know what they're doing. It's, you know, whatever. But the fact of the matter is, I dropped a card. The fact of the matter is, Sagittarius, that you are going to get sick of it and explode if you don't stop. Normally I pull these cards one at a time, but two already came out. So let's get your third clarification card for Sagittarius for February 2022. All right. So the first card is card number 14, Lavaria. Let love grow. Okay. Lavaria appears when a healthy expression of love has turned into obsession with love, or more specifically, an idea that is not love. The skeletons of your expectations are limiting your experience of love. Release your attachment to what was and let a new concept of love evolve in your heart and mind. The embrace appears tender between the lovers, but they are bound by vines that trap each to the other in a fixed expression that cannot grow. Now is the time to remember your lover is only human, as evidenced by the skull, which is human. Your lover is not a god or goddess, and so do not worship them. Enjoy them. Love is beautiful in all its expressions, but the extremes of passion and infatuation are not sustainable. It is time to find balance in love. Whether you're in an intimate relationship or not, whether you have a family or not, whether you have friends or not, it is time to rethink what love is in your life and how you express it, and as such, experience it. Be courageous. If you want someone loving and kind, you must be kind and loving as well. If you want someone who is secure in themselves and wants healthy, positive commitment, then you must embody these qualities also. Lavaria is the soulmate card when drawn with the witch, which you did not draw here. If you're wondering if the object of your desire is the best reflection of you, the witch says it. So there is no witch here. And that can be anything you desire to experience love with. Lover, job, home, holiday, animal, companion. Now, these messages are general. So take what resonates and leave the rest. And be sure to check out your sun, moon, and rising. I should have said that in the beginning, with them being, obviously general. It's not going to resonate for every single person. I do feel like for a lot of you, this is a romantic relationship, okay? And I feel like knowing your worth has to do with that romantic relationship. I feel like cooling your emotions has to do with that romantic relationship. And I feel like embracing the flow of life all have to do with this one toxic, chaotic, and codependent relationship you've got going on here. It is not like you, Sagittarius, to be codependent, okay? You're pretty independent when it comes to love and life in general. But someone has got you hooked. And for those of you that this doesn't apply, I will give you a different generalization in a minute. But for those of you that this is love, I really feel like, you're being pushed to your limit here of what you are willing to and able to accept and take in your life. You have to... What your expectations are of other people can only be what you're willing to give. You shouldn't be asking of others what you yourself aren't willing to give. But the same goes on the other end too. On the other token, nobody should be asking you for something with they're not going to be able to give. If someone wants you to be faithful, but they're running around on you, that's not okay. And you know that. And I feel like you may be letting too much go this month. And you may just be sweeping it under the rug, letting it go, because there might be something fresh and new, or you might be trying to rekindle something. It's not for the best of anybody involved for you to continue to allow this behavior, or for someone to, if you're a cross watcher and you're watching because your lover is a Sagittarius or your person is a Sagittarius, you can't just accept this kind of behavior from Sagittarius. And Sagittarius, you can't accept this kind of behavior from someone else. I am getting another fire sign. I mean, really any sign, air, water, earth. Actually, I have all 4 signs here, so never mind that. I was trying to give you a little more insight, but okay, the next card that came out was the card of Samadhi, perfect acceptance. And that's card number 29 in the Magic of You. The girl of Samadhi is not distracted by the sharp thorns nor the beauty of the flowers and pearls of life as they cluster around her. She is tranquil and deeply merged with the essence of oneness and acceptance. Samadhi teaches that when you give up being a perfectionist, life is suddenly perfect. Consider that your life Consider that your life in this moment is purely a reflection of your consciousness. Everything is exactly the same as it was yesterday. It is your attitude that shifted, and this is for better and for worse. For what you resist tends to persist. However, with Samadhi, there is no better and no worse. Everything just is. It is a beautiful place to be. Allow yourself this kindness in this moment and embrace Samadhi. Everything will find its place around you in the inevitable present moment. Accept everyone and everything in every situation as being exactly as it is meant to be now. Perfect with the full moon in Gemini, going with the flow of life, okay? Letting things happen. Stop putting pressure on people. Stop putting pressure on yourself, okay? For things to move faster, to become more than what they are, okay? Don't pressure people to marry you. Do you know what I mean? Don't put pressure on someone to start a family. Don't put pressure on someone to lend you money. No putting pressure, especially in the month of February 2022. We should never be pressuring others anyway. But also, don't let yourself be pressured, okay? And with the Let Love Grow card, I forgot, for the people who aren't in a romantic relationship, the only thing I would say there, okay, is you need to reevaluate what your idea of love is. You know, like what's most important to you and why, okay? That's all I really got out of that for people who are not in a relationship, just for that one card. But back to perfect acceptance, you know, accepting things as they are, going with and embracing the flow of life, Sagittarius, has almost never been more important than it is in the month of February 2022. Card number 28, sacrifice. What can you let go of? Do you feel you're being kept in the dark? Do you feel like you're buried? Redefine your thoughts to contemplate that you are not buried, but planted. Soon it will be your time to bloom, to be aware, and to know. But for now, you must merge with the darkness in order to grow. The maiden has sacrificed her ego to become her primal self. Her reptile-like spine descends from her pineal gland, the third eye, and plunges deep into the earth, rooting her into the mother's dark embrace and plugging her into Gaia's source. Is she emerging from the earth or being drawn down into it? Both aspects are appropriate to consider. On the one hand, she is planted. On the other, she is blooming. When this card appears, it's time to consider what you're willing to sacrifice, to let go of. What are you prepared to recycle in yourself, in people, places, and things around you in order to nourish and grow? The harder the sacrifice, the greater the exponential growth. So if you're wondering why you're not moving forward in whatever it is that you're seeking to obtain, so like, why are you not getting promoted in a job? Why are you not, you know, why do all your romantic relationships keep ending? Or why are you dealing with the same person and it's over and over again? It keeps ending. Why are you not growing with this person? The fact of the matter is, our gains require sacrifice, Sagittarius. Okay, and I feel like maybe a lot of you, and I'm not saying this for all of you, so don't get all offended on me, but I think a lot of you may have went through life not really taking too much seriously and still doing pretty well for yourselves. And again, not all of you, but I feel like for those of you who that's the case, you know, that catches up with everybody. Believe me, I know. So you're going to have to make a sacrifice. The universe wants to see a sacrifice, okay? You really have to get involved in something and with something and stick to it, okay? The universe is going to accept nothing less than that from you this month. And unfortunately, I don't see much prosperity this month, or like, not prosperity, that was the wrong word, I'm sorry. I don't see much changing this month in your love life, in really any aspect of your life, because you're dealing with so much here. You're, you know, dealing with self-esteem issues, self-worth. You're dealing with people who you're listening too much to, who are overstepping their boundaries and telling you what you can't do and why, and you're just listening to them. You're letting people, or at least one person, take advantage of you. You're going with the flow in situations that are, you know that you should be saying something and not going with the flow. I feel like you're cutting corners. You're refusing to sacrifice. And this is not a judgment. Believe me, this is not me giving you advice. It's not Gemma Jade. I am in no position to be giving anyone advice. But the universe is telling you this. You have a lot to do and change before you're going to grow and move forward. Here's a message from your guides and angels. Zafkiel, the card of romance. And you know, it never fails. Okay. Zafkiel is aware of the yearnings that currently exude from your heart and intuitively receives the strong desire in your emotional body for the joy of romance, whether this be a new love or in an existing relationship. This stirring is often related to the fact that an ideal of love has not been experienced for some time. Explore this notion, truly identifying what that could be. The angels are returning you to a higher vibration of love, so don't cling tightly to the idea of love from your past and be prepared to embark on a new way of loving. This is a time of wondrous change in your loving propensities. Trust that Zafkiel will work this out for your highest good. Chant He in your 8th chakra to stimulate the opening of your universal heart chakra. This will allow your force to envelop all aspects of your ideal love in service of the unified field of light, for we are all interconnected, okay? Again, changing the way you view love, learning to sacrifice for the things that you want. It's not just about hard work. It's not just about pushing forward, Sagittarius, okay? And I really feel like the sooner you learn that, the better off you're going to be, especially in the month of February 2022. That's all I have for you, Sagittarius. I really hope this helped. Please be sure and give this video a big thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already, and spread the love by sharing this video. If you would like to see more of me, I have another channel. I will try to leave the link in the description box. It's just Gemma Jade. I cover everything paranormal, supernatural, extraterrestrial, and I even put some true crime in there. Okay, on Wednesday nights on that channel, I do a live stream from 7:15 p.m. to 11 o'clock p.m. where I pull one intuitive oracle card and give a weekly reading based on that one card for any person who comes into the chat and wants one, as long as, you know, they're there within that time frame. It's first come, first serve. Usually I have to wait on a list, but it goes pretty quickly. On Friday nights, you can find me on YouTube on Paranormal Chop Shop with Jake Smith, Chad Smith, my Sunny Bear, Papa Willie. If you know those guys, UFO Garage and all, you know, Paranormal Chop Shop guys, I'm over there now from 9 to 11 p.m. Eastern time on Friday nights. They stay much later, so you can feel free to hop on, subscribe over there on Paranormal Chop Shop. And on Saturday and Sunday nights, you can find me on Spaced Out Radio right here on YouTube, where I do the After Hours show with Big Willie Townsend and John Hudson from 11 p.m. to 2 a.m. Eastern Time. We talk all things supernatural, paranormal, extraterrestrial. We run the gamut of woo there, everything in between. It is an absolute blast. Go on over, subscribe to Spaced Out Radio. When you do that, you also get Dave Scott, Lynn Wallington. Okay, these are amazing people in the paranormal, ufology, extraterrestrial community. You have no idea what you're missing out on if you are not subscribed to Spaced Out Radio. So I will leave one link to each one of those live streams in the description box. So if you've never caught a live, or if you're thinking you might want to, but don't know if you want to take the time, just click one of the links below to watch that live stream and see if it's something that you vibe with and you want to go and check out live. Okay. Super cool if we could catch you there, catch you live. If you would like a personal intuitive oracle reading from me, please email me at MoonBearOracle@gmail.com. I do all different spreads, all different kinds. I do them usually remotely, but if you want a 1 hour face-to-face, I can do that too through Zoom, Skype, iPhone, Facebook Message, whatever, Google Duo. It doesn't matter to me. Whatever kind of floats your boat on that. And also in the description box, you will find ways to support the channel: PayPal, Cash App, Amazon wishlist, gift link, and I'm putting the Patreon for my other channel. I kind of combine the two. I'm going to start a Patreon for this channel as well, but not until I have a few more subscribers. All right. So again, please subscribe, like, and share. Thank you so much for spending this time with me. Be kind to each other. It doesn't cost anything. Be kind to yourself, and don't accept anything less than others being kind to you. Smile at a stranger. Always go in grace. And I will see you next time, Sagittarius. Don't forget to check out your sun, moon, and rising. Bye.